niko with the USP in his hands. Is he going to be rip-roaring? Ooh, opens it up with a nice connection onto Rain at least, and sends him packing. But they begin to make their move towards camera with the backup of ropz on the late lurk towards A main.
Nexa firing off some shots, but not really connecting. And although niko gets one, it's a one and done. And now Nexa is stuck between two players. broky doesn't require backup, though. He's going to do it all alone and force the plant down along the process.
broky, the backbreaker of this round, has already caused issues. But it's frozen that gets first contact. P250 punishment on monesy, and bye-bye Hunter as his head goes flying. All down to hooksy. Brains of the operation, but has he got the brawn for this one, Vince?
In the meanwhile, though, it's broky that's afforded that luxury. Cheese being tossed in as well. And there was a good flashbang placement. They go in for this peek. He flicks down, but he misses. And now desperately requires that second player to come in. But it's another perfectly timed flashbang. Frozen may stand his ground for one, but the damage has been done.
broky going for the crazy montage plays as he was spinning around, but no success with a chrome cannon. Doesn't blow them away. monesy up close behind the pillar, from pillar to post, as he punishes with two frags on the M4. Vince flanked towards spawn. A barrage of bullets comes his way, and niko slays it. And it was them having better decision-making into that round. Timeline there, when you expect Frozen to find the frag on the spam through the smoke, but no, he's on the receiving end as Hunter headhunts his way through and gets that opening pick. Carrigan looking to respond like ships in the night. They pass each other, Vince, but Carrigan doesn't realize. He gets his way tucked into the rear, strikes towards the site, 4x3. He doesn't notice hooksy.
So that's two huge scalps to take early doors. G2, 45 seconds left on the clock. Gonna try and repel this push, but it's gonna be Rain going in first. niko has his back turned, but hooksy's watching. He's anticipating, and more importantly, he's captivating this round and putting it in the pocket of G2. Two players stack on the site, and that's gonna be good enough for monesy. And there is the second element of Nexa.
For either team to assert some dominance into this first half. Contact play going down towards the canals, but ropz strikes on the A main contact. hooksy removed. 50 seconds on the clock, Vince. Pop flash out, Frozen will be pushed, but he strikes and slays Hunter.
It's a huge entry, puts way more pressure now on monesy, but he's shown he's more than capable of weathering the storm. However, broky turned into a category 5 and blitzes through the site. There's ropz once again. Nexa can do little but save.
They're looking good, shooting hard into this one. And for Nexa, survival of the fittest is what he wants, but ropz is ready and rock solid.
Solid first pick, although kind of ran into the crosshair, but at that point G2 were always reeling, desperate to try and regain a little bit of power into this round.
The B-side bombardment fighting in towards connector. niko strikes with Hunter to open up as the cranium of Rain goes flying away. ropz and Carrigan pick up a frag apiece, and the battle gets close. ropz inside of the smoke, the developer himself cheesing his way into the backline as he'll take down the brains and leave it on a 2v2. Fighting out through temple though, Vince. He's already got out to the lip, but Nexa can't strike with the SMG. ropz finishes him and drops it down to monesy, the other player that's dedicated so much time into the game. More skin in the game than only Pixel in a round like this. So 1v2, can he pop off? Misses the shot, time ticking, walking into the back where ropz is waiting.
A dismal, grim situation accruing. Maybe some invested pistols. This round loss is starting to build back up again, but 5 rounds already on FaZe. That's a kill that Nexa really needed to pick up for his team.
Middle of the pack at the minute in terms of the overall frags. It's niko that's been the showstopper, and through the smoke he strikes with 2, Vince.
Bruh, oh, Jesus. If you're FaZe, you shrug your shoulders like, what just happened? niko did.
Nade round on camera to try and force back the CTs. The utility flying over the top of the head of ropz, and he's removed. A missed shot from broky as monesy lays claim to another pickup.
He's gonna be like, right, niko's feeling it, let's just vacate mid, because you never know where he's gonna show up next. Yeah, this is just outrageous, but it's just game sense, right? Like, you're not expecting two players to be stacked up together in the smoke. You want to try and return fire. So if you nail one where one stands, time is beginning to get scarce though. So FaZe, they've got a lot of little pieces all around the board, but they've got to try and make a move together. And monesy, oh, he has such a good read of this game, constantly finds those smoke pushes, and now hooksy has to try and go from strength to strength, but he gets shut down. monesy now with the AK spray, trading out from Carrigan's AK-47 is putting it to use against his oncoming troops. And gets the third as well. A 4K in the round for monesy.
Through the backline, Vince, you've got so much more to do with this execute. Instead, he's instantly removed, and then monesy switches to the rifle and mows them down.
And they decide they want to try and just get super aggressive. Molotov and the HE, a ton of damage to Carrigan and Rain, and they're going to continue to push forward into another Molotov. Through one fire into another. Feet singed, burning alive, but Frozen gets one. An extra Molotov onto the site. Denies the bomb plant for a bit, allows niko and monesy to do their work. And our ropz at range may tap in for a frag, but it's a great cost to his health bars. 4 HP remain. More importantly than that, though, Jackie, he has no bomb. He has plenty of time. M4 picked up. This grenade touches down from Hunter. And we are going to have a tied up 6-6, 3 rounds back and forth throughout.
Hooksy can smoke over, block off access from camera, early flashbang towards A main. monesy leads the charge, he wants to deliver the pain, goes in through the smoke, but ropz has already claimed one. It's a bit of a back and forth, Vince, but most of the damage now comes from niko. 3 frags, keeps on going with the backup of his brother in arms, and they secure the pistol in seconds. Pistol, where going for a fast play like that starts to get you back up a little bit. It makes you think about the timing more. And like you said as well, for niko, it's huge for him. If he's finding the form to play so confidently, even just look at the flicks, man, on the replay. It's just sick to watch.
broky could be called upon here. ropz playing to watch his back. broky needs to connect the shot, and indeed he shall. It's monesy, at least a weakened player that goes down with his assault rifle, and there is ropz to pick up the pieces. A main has now been locked down. It's going to force the rest of the T's to try and get aggressive through mid, but ropz is keeping himself alive with that counter flash. Spray in from Frozen, does a ton of damage, but not the kill, and ropz also misses out. niko on 7, Hooksy on 39 in this 2-on-2. It is a winnable endeavor though, but there's Carrigan from Cams, and that could be an end to this round as Rain shoulder peeks in, finds himself niko, and although niko is outgunned, we know he has the aim. However, Rain will deny him this time.
Could have been crazy. For what it is though, niko, such a tall task to attempt to pick up the 1v2 in the end like that with low HP. Couldn't play as aggressively if he wants to. He's got to hold angles and just hope he hits the one taps. So the round's conceded. FaZe do get themselves a pickup, but you think about how much they lose, Vince. Sure, they get the round, but so much money burn from how FaZe are playing it. Waiting behind the smoke. Carrigan using the edge of the smoke, spamming through to give himself vision. Strikes on 2. Hooksy and Nexa in the meantime are able to clap back and they equalize, leaving the battle of attrition down to 3 players on either team.
A 3 a retake. All players pretty healthy. It's a HE collectively. 2 HEs now on G2. An incendiary, but a weakened broky and a dead ropz. Probably put an end to any hopes of a re-engage here, but they're still going to press forward. broky gets caught with a grenade out. And now Frozen has to just moonwalk away. They've dealt with these kind of situations many a time, but ropz getting aggressive there, gets neutralized. 2 players were just waiting for him.
ropz has put down the welcome mat to the A site and invited G2 in. They've got muddy shoes and they do not give a damn, Vince, as they take pace and take the control off of them. The only one that could deny the entry is the bouncer of Frozen, checks the IDs and says no. 2 frags on contact. Rain with the deagle needs to surprise and slay on contact again. Punishes with a follow-up frag.
He's still alive, he's still in the fight as well. There's still time for G2 if they can get some success, and niko puts down Rain, but it's at cost to his HP. monesy flicks up, misses, down to niko, 1-on-3, first kill goes his way, runs out of ammunition though, has to replenish, and so Frozen with the white swing secures his 3rd. Personality speaking here, they are one of the most calm and collected rosters out there. They go through trials, they go through tribulations, and you'd look at any of the players and you would never notice it. I mean, Rain...
Well, the minute they try and take control towards middle, FaZe have set themselves up playing the extremities with a 3-player setup towards B and 2 of them gravitating towards A main. They've given control of camera to the CT side. Ooh, but the first 2 picks fall in favor of FaZe. They're in the A site, sure, Vince, but you don't have an easy time of closing this round down. They're getting information at least and starting to tag up FaZe. It's all falling away. monesy murders too. Nexa chimes in on broky, and it's down to Frozen to again turn up. Can't do it twice.
Bit of a better buy, but it's more the nature and how they're losing these rounds, Jackie, that's a cause for concern. And we haven't seen any kind of consistency on this CT side.
It's been hard for them.
He wants to turn up the pace, turn up the heat, try and take the fight to G2. They've been very reactive rather than proactive thus far, FaZe on their CT side, and that's more like it. broky takes the shot, tosses in the smoke, denying entry once again. A minute left on the clock, and G2 are changing it up, dropping down into the canals now. Big frag from Hunter, though, and Carrigan gets caught with a smoke out. It's all coming apart here as Rain goes down to hooxz's hand on that MAC-10. hooxz's 16 and 11 is having a stellar performance here. And G2 on the brink of taking FaZe's choice of map.
hooxzz the Chad? Nah. hooxzz the Mac claps back on that one. Big frags with a MAC-10 on entry, Vince. The drive-bys make a whole load of difference, and the B site crumbles. And the dying moments of this round, it has to be a broky highlight reel. He's got to keep himself alive and fight in the middle of a cell. Can't do it.
As it is a qualification game for the major. And hooxzz catches himself some more prey, runs in and takes ropz's head. Gets traded out, but there's Nexa for the repeat. Beautiful shot from broky, though. G2 looking to maraud their way onto B to sack the site, to neutralize the CTs, and monesy is the man for the job. Dispatching of Rain post-haste, and now Carrigan up through connector. We'll have to wind in some pretty ridiculous 1Ds, and Hunter rejects that idea. That entire premise disgusts him. He wants an end to this first map. And Anubis is going to come to a draw. It's going to come to a close in just a few moments' time, unless broky can clutch this out with the deagle. One kill, but that's all he can muster. 13-8 to G2 on Anubis.
It becomes ancient history for FaZe.
Instead, they're changing up the pace through catwalk into cave. Rain could be seeing multiple players in just a few moments, and it's hooxzz with those Julies that puts him down. Frozen's there to return fire, but niko with the USP continues to keep G2 in the lead.
Snapshots. Big connections. monesy with the timing might be pulled off the angle that he needs to defend from. Problem is, Carrigan couldn't deliver the killing blow quickly enough. So monesy returns, supports his teammate, and whittles FaZe down to just 2. ropz and broky. They're miles apart, Vince. broky trapped in cave. Meanwhile, his teammates beginning to find a way to weave through the backline and make his move up from CT. Timing's going to be everything on this. There's a very slim chance they can make this round work.
ropz needs to nail the shot, though. If he falls down, and it's pretty much signed, sealed, and delivered, and he falls prey to niko, as so many of his teammates have multiple times in this series. broky at least gets the plant down. It gives him something to play off. Beautiful headshot there, delivered onto monesy, but there won't be a double up.
But like you say, Vince, it's not the worst case scenario. You at least have some extra money to work with. You guarantee yourself a bomb plant and can lift some of the pressure off with a slightly better buy going into the net.
That pretty much is going to be a red light in the face of FaZe. They cannot push through here. Carrigan's going to try and get aggressive elsewhere. Gets the upper hand onto hooxzz. Switching weapons, gets punished.
Got a little bit drawn off. Went for the wrap round through Donut. It's the spam from Hunter to get the opening pick. And Frozen's been shattered. The MP9 takes a bite out of him, but broky battles back. 2 frags on the Galil. Bomb being planted. The CT's isolated towards the smoke. Meanwhile, niko pulls up and finds the first pick. It's all on ropz, Vince.
A player of extreme levels of calmness, but Hunter, wide swinging ropz, was caught in 2 minds. Should I watch CT or Donut?
Into this round, though, with limited utility, they eat the nades. Lane control is firmly passed over to G2 as they control it with the opening Molotov. The smokes to block off the angles, and a HE that strips away noise from Carrigan and leaves him trapped. First frag found. Mollies go over to block off the common positions here for the CT side. niko trapped inside of the cave with the backup of hooxzz. They pepper through the wall bang, but no connection, Vince. Meanwhile, niko tries to bleed out on the side, but it's a 1-for-1 trade.
Did a lot of damage to broky as well, though. Down to 4 HP. And considering that you have a HE, an incendiary, a flash, and 2 of the 3 players are just a couple of gusts of wind from death, it's looking poor for FaZe's endeavors to clutch out. It would have to come down to Frozen, realistically. They've tickled the bomb. The smoke's not great. It does afford a small gap in there, but the molly behind it could be a problem. Frozen now with the spray gets one, but that won't be good enough. And broky is already pieced out.
They get activated in this 4th round. Lane control continues to be easy to fight for G2, but karrigan hits the head of hootzz and shuts down the cave control.
Hunter needs help now. He needs his teammate of niko to come down and allow him safe passage to get the evac out of cat. Monesy with 2, though. And that second Tech-9 shot was a thing of beauty. karrigan, though, is going to keep the dream alive. Continues to get entries. And smoke onto CT. But the bomb's nowhere near.
Teetering on the edge of the smoke, wanted to see if he had an opportunity to push in. They re-smoke, but he's already got ahead of it. Ooh, trying to play around the Molotov, but karrigan's swing slices his head off. Meanwhile, Hunter strikes with 1 onto Rain, and it all falls onto niko. He's been having a huge series so far in a 1v2 with a back turned. He tries to strike, punishes onto karrigan, losing a lot of his HP. Both of them doubling up to play against him. He gets the dink, Vince, but no frag and no round. FaZe get there first.
USP out, takes the first, and knocks ropz to about 20 HP. So close, and yet so far. But with that being said, Jackie, although G2 did lose the round, they took 4 players down. So the twistzz, FaZe, still feeling the pinch, and here is that moment. In just the 5th round, and we've reached a critical mass point in this game, and Hunter's been caught.
And you've got all the map control in the world now, Vince. You've got the setup with karrigan in the backstab position towards CT. hootzz loses his face in a matter of seconds as well. And this round is coming up FaZe Clan.
monesy with the freebie. karrigan caught napping. Waiting for that rotational play to come in. Little did he know that monesy is still in with a chance. And while monesy is alive, there is a way forward. Finds the timing on the smoke. Neutralizes Frozen. And in the meanwhile, long flank from Nexa. But monesy may not need anybody else. He may be about to do this all alone. ropz and broky stand between monesy and a back-breaking moment for FaZe. A round that should have been straightforward. A 2 versus 4 as monesy nearly gets caught in transition. Nexa now, though, has an opportunity with this MP9 at range. He tries to spray, but he can't get any kills. And with monesy on low hit points and no kit,
Default smokes go up as well. Block off donut, block off CT, and see if they can fight out towards temple side. Every line of sight is restricted for G2, but Nexa puts himself on a pedestal. The smoke's broken and karrigan bursts, finding the early frag.
Oh, that smoke was so beautifully carved aside like Moses at the Red Sea, and it allowed FaZe to stampede their way across to a 4th. They breach the gap, they golf it fully, and although monesy gets a parting gift, he is now last man standing. There is no way forward for monesy apart from through FaZe. And he's the kind of player that can make that happen, but Frozen will deny him the luxury and opportunity.
It was stolen from monesy, now being used against the very player himself. Peeks out, but monesy still punishes. Hits the head on broky and leaves it down to him to defend the site. The deagle keeps on singing, Vince. Frag after frag, he's holding back the wave.
But hootzz got a good read of the situation. They hear the flurry of mollies and smokes preceding the push. And now monesy needs to join them. They won't be able to deny the bomb plant. Nexa is playing with the food. They get in each other's way, and Frozen shuts down ropz before he falls prey. Rain is last man standing, double sprays up, knows where Nexa is, and Rain will clutch. But FaZe so nearly threw that across the rocks.
Teetering on the brink of defeat by their own hands. Minor misplays. And major moves from monesy with the deagle towards the B bomb site. The issues were cropping up, but FaZe survive. Even with the blood of ropz on the hands of Frozen.
monesy, too hot to handle, has to fall back. It's a great cost, and broky finishes him off. They would have heard the singeing sound of burning flesh and administered the mercy kill in the end. And now hootzz caught It's still alive. Had a very good performance in the first map. But he's going to have to go above and beyond. Oh, the barrel, that AWP is going to give karrigan's position away all day, every day. But broky, spray control, on point. hooksy, though, exploding out of cave, first in, and Rain again.
Stepping up when it matters most, the entire team now delivering. As there was another man pulling up to back them up towards middle, just as we saw the push down on lane. karrigan being spammed at, the 5-7 nipping at his heels. monesy's deagle unable to deliver, the MP9 good for one, but the 5-7 of Hunter claps back for another. Rain is continuing to be the beast for FaZe as he's making the difference round after round. Hunter shoots at the toes, but they stay alive. 20 seconds on the clock, Vince.
And niko still alive, still activated, still healthy. If Hunter can draw some fire, that could allow his cousin to come in and clean up the rest. He's got one. Better than niko could have hoped for. And niko's position is still unknown. He's made no noise. But this is the third round in a row that Rain is going to be required, and niko's going for the full-on defuse. Are you serious, niko? The ice in this man's veins, and he snatches it. Breaks the heart of Rain, breaks his back. Full 10-second defuse. It may go checked this round, though, and Nexa still posts up 2 kills with that MP9 and keeps them away from the smoke. That's a fantastic individual performance from Nexa that could have just secured them so much going into this round. Nexa now gets another couple, doing it all alone with a 4K. And although broky has been a man possessed on 13 frags, there are limitations to even his reach. What a round from Nexa.
That's huge, man. The A anchor that sinks the FaZe Clan ship is going to be a big part of it. Early on, they set themselves up round towards the B site, fighting for lane. karrigan hits the head of monesy, takes 2 to the grave as he goes down with Nexa as well.
He frags back and forth, but it's now FaZe taking the lead. Frozen still alive, still able to deliver some fatal blows if they overextend here. And niko's out, though, and he has full faith in his Glock aim. We saw him bag a bunch on Anubis in that pistol round, and he's got 3, a hat-trick again. And still tons of time left on the clock here, Jackie. They don't have to force either way in. Can try and wait to see if the CTs blink first.
ropz requests the rotation, and broky begins to make his move back round through CT. 50 seconds on the clock. niko curious about what positions are in play. Hunter peeks into it, and his head gets obliterated. niko with 1, though. Now it's all down to the fine margins. A 1v1, time to work with. He can cut noise and slow down the round. Rotates offense, guaranteeing himself an opportunity to arrive on the A site and plant the bomb, forcing it into a 1v1 retake from broky.
Love the call. He's on 28 HP. His position is known. He knows if he wide swings the angle, 1 bullet and he's dead. Then this now allows him to control how this 1v1 comes down. This is exquisite play from niko. And it gives him a real chance to not just clutch this round, but to land the ace on top of it, and a round that G2 so desperately require. He's seen the script before with this full 10-second defuse. broky, he's not falling for it. He hears the sound cues. broky around the corner, and that is niko at his best. I mean, MP9's tailor-made for these positions. Can understand fully why they've gone for it. They've seen the shadow of monesy. The wide swing, though, is not going to work, but you're not going to anticipate too. But unfortunately, Rain has fluffed his lines and hasn't really done much damage in the process. I mean, barely scratching the surface.
It's all going a little bit west. broky back round towards CT, fires off the scout shot, and they begin to pull the plug. They're backing off. You've also seen niko's made his move up towards cave, and finding the head of karrigan might as well have just saved the round for them. The rest are now going to be baited to push into the awaiting arms of monesy, still lurking towards A main, and frozen falls. broky's scout vastly outnumbered, and the B bomb site given to G2.
Nexa has done a lot of work as well. And Hunter may not have had his best game, but he's still on the server. And broky getting 1 could have just saved his own life. Oh, so close. But he is going to fall prey to Nexa in the end.
They wanted to go fast up ramp, but they're denied the push. Nade bounces wide. niko hits the head. karrigan slain.
niko cracks open the site. And Rain, he was caught in the smoke for what would have felt like an eternity. Although broky does come back with one, the site has been pillaged. broky gonna try and plant that flag back down again with the FaZe colors, and it's ropz that joins him. The two of them have done it for now. But Hunter's brought us back into a 2-on-2. 1 minute 15 on the clock, but they've lost possession of the bomb. They could maybe fake out an over-rotation, but broky's having none of it. Hooksy in a 1-on-2.
The heads-up play from broky. It makes a world of difference. Hooksy. He's got to get the bomb. He's got to find a pathway into the bomb site, and they can play off each other. They can hold the crossfire. broky depth-defying stuff as he bounces back and stays alive. Hooksy eats the nade, and time is ticking. Pressure's mounting. They've got a crossfire set up on this one with ropz on the off angle as well.
If he can find the golden ticket here, it would have been huge for G2, but FaZe can breathe a collective sigh of relief.
The storylines would be there in droves. Early utility damage goes the same way. Again, the shrapnel does damage onto G2, but the frags are theirs. Karrigan has been taken out of commission in the same play once again, and they start to mount pressure on the site. They're already in, Vince.
I feel like I've got deja vu, Jackie. How many times has niko just run up ramp and got the first pick? It's outrageous. Some protocols need to be changed, maybe a couple of extra HEs or a Molotov early on to stop this from happening. But the rot continues to spread as niko continues to lay down the law and lives of the FaZe Clan players. The Reaper, of course, is omnipresent, as is Karrigan, it would seem. IGL on IGL action, although monesy will make sure that there will be no brains behind the operation, continuing in terms of brute force with the MP9. Nextra, in the meanwhile, though, walks his up ramp, and he's going to get the same results, but he does get traded back. 3-on-3.
ropz on the box, plays the off angle. Flashbang out through cave. It'll blind Hunter, but too little, too late. He breaks the back of broky. You outnumber them. It's a tag, Vince, but he's still standing and can deny this push onto the site. Slow down the retake with the utility frozen. Wielding the AWP, misses the initial headshot. ropz good for one, and it's all on frozen now. He's got to get the reload off. 35 seconds on the clock, flashes over the top, and you can see niko setting his mind to rotating and going for a different maneuver. He's cut sound and he's running through middle. At the timing on it is the important part. Frozen misses the opportunity, Vince.
But he's at least seen niko. He knows what's coming up now. There's no doubts in his mind. niko's gonna go for the full plant. Zero respect for the potential wide swing. And there's the headshot from niko.
They've got none of their own. They've not really got anything to battle back. Slow down, G2. Do to them what is being done to FaZe. And Hooksy creeps in through the cave, slays Karrigan. monesy already scoped, finds the adjustment as broky's gone. Back turn for Rain as well, Vince. This is only going to get worse as the time ticks.
And they seem to have a good read of the situation. They anticipate a 3-player stack. They know there's more than enough time, ample opportunity for a rotation to have already nestled itself onto the site. So niko taking no prisoners and taking no chances. Takes the head of Rain and shoves it away from the side. Hunter with a spray, and ropz is the last man alive. I certainly think very few people would have said they 2-0 the series.
It's unbelievable scenes. But more than that, you need a change of pace. You need some nades as well, Vince. They've gone for the SMGs, but they don't have the utility to hold back G2. And with the way they're set up deep inside of A main, this could go wrong quite quickly. Next up, spam down, but monesy up close, wields the AWP like a shotgun and blows away ropz. A missed Molotov, but a follow-up frag. And one by one, they fall. FaZe. Their hopes and dreams lie on broky with just a deagle in his hands.
He's about to peek into niko. To played one in this position right now, it would be him. The initial spray is good. Mollied out of position with the flashes as well, and monesy returns the favor. AWP trained to perfection. And now Nexa needs to wide swing in. Karrigan stands his ground, drops the bomb and gets a second, giving a lifeline to FaZe.
A missed shot from monesy, and the problems are creeping in. FaZe are not giving up control of this game for free, and monesy falls as broky stands tall and gives them one more round.
But in the here and now, Hooksy has pushed up on the catwalk side and frozen. Spills his blood down there and retrieves the kill. And it's a clean kill at that, you know. A flashbang out, frozen goes for the repeak, but he is stuck between players. He at least has some backup, but niko is going to punish him for overstaying.
Isn't it fitting that it's niko again to be activated? monesy waiting for the re-peak, but broky has been the only one that can slow down the AWPing superstar of monesy in this round. He's removed, blown away by the AWP of G2, and it all falls onto the last two members. FaZe Clan's hope and dreams in the best of three is on ropz and karrigan.
Karrigan typically comes alive in these moments, but he's been put to his death by Hunter, and that leaves ropz now with so much pressure, so much to do. Yes, he's got the first pick, but it's one of the hardest areas in Counter-Strike to burst out from. He at least has the smoke and flash to dart back into. Time is low, and Hunter shuts him down. G2 2-0 against FaZe and secure their spot at the major. The first team in CS2 history to qualify for the major.
The 13th major for niko after playing a nights out series. Vince,
he'll drop further back into the bomb site. Lexi still caught by the flash, but frags out on Norbert. So far, Navi up looking a little stronger, but Virtus.pro stay committed to this B bomb site. Locked out by smokes, but there's a fadeaway shortly.
Yeah, but VP, I mean, as we know in these situations, they're so comfortable being patient like this. Like, if you're Navi right now, you're like, this hit actually never came in. Utility's about to fade away. You're moving into a different setup because now you have a little bit of time. All information that VP's been able to get from the footsteps and the smokes have faded, but VP's still here ready and waiting.
And they don't mind pumping the brakes.
And you might feel, if you're Navi at this moment, like VP has fallen back. Like, they're going back towards T-spawn, they're going back through the water, and now you can start to see the defense moving because they want information. They feel so uncomfortable.
And this is the trap VP can set up, and here comes that push, but it's going to work out for Navi. Wonderful gets that kill down ramp. Fame is taken out of play. Now 3 players stand for Virtus.pro. It's not looking too good for them in the final 25 seconds. Navi have held their ground. They know what kind of team they're up against. They know about the patience that's required to win these rounds, and this is just for the pistol. Alexi with a perfect little tap. Second is clean from the in-game leader. And they are finished off. Flit is left alone. Finally exits the cave, but Bit is ready for a Navi setup.
Legs to it, had a future, had a path to it, go out a little bit earlier. VP, a team that was supposed to be contenders, went out a little bit earlier. Now at the RMR, they're trying to show what we wanted to see just last week. Ema's going to get the opening kill, proactive running through a Molotov and around the edge of the smoke, and that helps get control of B lane.
He would be exactly right, but Alexi, how long is he going to stick around? How long is he willing to fight down B lane? Utility will come in, signaling a lot of pressure now applied to this B bomb site. And Flit is already up, already through into the B site, and smokes follow. So Navi have to concede this and play it retake.
And VP or Navi are fine playing retake because of the man advantage. Oh, JL's got one. Oh, no way he converts that. Even a dink on the other one, and this is perfect.
Yeah, sick work from JL, and obviously the grenade coming in too gets that final kill on Fame. It's all left on James though.
Roster, all because of their performance at the major, so it can be a life-changing experience for good or for bad. Flashbangs out, calling for information, but if they don't push towards Red Room, he doesn't get action.
And even at that point, they've got to immediately kill Mir. Stop it from seeing that second player. And that's exactly what will happen. JL takes out Mir. Now they have a shot at winning this round. 19 seconds left. Bomb plant coming through. Fame trying to get it through without getting spammed down through the wood, and he's found sanctuary around the side of the pillars. So bomb is down. VP now have a huge advantage because they know where the last 2 remaining players are.
And it's interesting to see if they're actually going to go for this or if they're going to try and find an escape route. I think they'll just end up smoking off lane and trying to exit through middle. Not wanting to mess with it, wanted to preserve these weapons as well. Timing shots through the smoke, that's JL to fall, but they never saw Wonderful. They never saw the second player.
Oh, and that's going to help out. Wonderful. With the kill on Norbert, upgrades from the FAMAS to the AK-47. It's a nice little steal away on the slightest jiggle peek on the door. So there's that smoke you're talking about. JL deploys that out toward the double doors. They force Alexi further back.
That's perfect. This defense is perfect. There's 22 seconds left. Navi just takes complete advantage of it. I don't even think they have time to get to the bomb site, even if it was clear.
Yeah, so they cut through Red Room. They're desperately trying to get to the site, but the bomb is down in Donut, and that is the round going against Virtus.pro. Navi look completely ready today to face against this slow style of VP.
Yeah.
We've seen the early sign of it in the pistol round, where they didn't get too angst.
And remember, it touches on how much of a lean towards the B bomb site VP have had today to start this map, and yesterday against Fnatic, they haven't wanted the challenge for middle. This time, Flit's gonna fight.
Yeah, it's better for Flit to actually fight, try and take control of this, but there's another player available, and it's Imma that's come through. Imma comes through middle, trying to get beyond that Molotov in Donut, and he absolutely will. Only a single kill, though, from Imma. Mir frags out in return. And a 3v3 established with just under a minute left, and James' patience has to come off the angle. Knows that he has to help by tossing utility into the bomb site, but is waiting patiently for Bit.
He's just kept him pinned down this whole time. Oh, and then he misses the chance, misses the opportunity.
And Bit still gets out of Temple. Mir's inside of the donut, and Wonderful does not check it. Jane, missed shot, pulled away from Temple yet again. And he stood in the same position, but no shots will land. It's only Mir left, a 1v2. And the defuse is not through yet for Navi. No one's even tapped it. They don't have utility to cancel Mir out of this round, so they go to fight him. Mir gets behind cover, and time is now ticking for Navi to get this defuse. And Mir knows he can just toy with his prey. JL gets the kill, and he's gonna run back for that defuse. Mir tried to run the clock low, but not low enough. JL still gets it through for Navi.
I don't know why Mir pulled the knife.
Pushing out through elbow, some utility up. Bit burning away from the cutout, and he swings into the fight. Norbert brings him down, and what a shot from Fame up towards the ledge. Imma decides that they can't just give up middle too easily, especially after losing players in multiple sides. So Imma pushes back into mid, but JL's cave fight goes the wrong way. And that has created so much space for Flit to just keep pushing into the B bomb site. Unless this fight gets a double, which it won't, Navi are about to lose this round. They know exactly where Wonderful is in middle now, so they'll take that bomb, plant it on the B site, and Wonderful attempts to save.
And as soon as that shot rang out in middle from Wonderful, you could see all those yellow dots starting to converge towards the B bomb or the A bomb site. Nice shot from Wonderful. I think he heard a little bit of a footstep right at the end. He's got a long time still to survive, so gonna get aggressive in towards Donut. And VP, how much do they want to hunt down this AWP? They don't have any kind of a great economy to lose too many weapons, but obviously a valuable target on the map still in play.
Oh, shot from Wonderful. Damn, James this time punishes him. Coming through again. It's actually Mir who wants to challenge to the back of that flyer, and he knows he's got Foot coming up and trying to split middle with him. Good kill from Fame. Important trade comes through from Wonderful.
That's from Alexi from middle. Big engagement, he can't handle the fight. Awkward angle for Norbert, awkward peek, and I think now Wonderful, your idea is saving this op, saving this weapon, because Navi got no money in the bank. VP have ground them.
Now they've got a little change in pace. They can control the speed of their round. But this one's a story of celebration. We've got Anubis up next, that's Navi's pick. And this is a quick B play deployed for Virtus.pro, and we're talking about the speed change. Well, here it is on display. Fame with that first headshot. Wonderful having to trade back, and Alexi B swings out of cave, tries to make that MP9 get a kill, and it doesn't work out. The sidearm of Bit keeps these numbers even, and Wonderful stay disciplined behind these smokes, allowing his teammates to make the next move. And the bomb is down, so Navi will have to play retake. They got 2 smokes, in fact 3 smokes, 1 flash, but only 2 players left alive now thanks to that kill from Jame. So VP are now in the more advantageous situation inside of the site. Bit with an important swing. Just as that smoke plumed, he hits the headshot on Jame, and both of these remaining Virtus.pro players have taken damage. And now it is only 1 player remaining, and it's Norbert, but the element of surprise is on his side. They don't know where he is. Wonderful now detects it, but Norbert reads the clutch.
Able to switch into this faster style, and it's working. It's working so well. Bit with a kill, Imma burns down Norbert.
Important early kills going Navi's way, but push B. Now they realize they have to go to the B bomb site, so JL's coming back to the cave to try and get there in time. And Fame crosses into the fight. That's the bomb loose. It needs to be picked up. It needs to be planted. And James is cutting off those rotations, but do not forget about Alexi B, and they didn't pick the bomb up. I thought they absolutely would have got the bomb in time, but the patience.
Have the bomb plant, and they've got plenty of time to set up however they'd like. Smoke is still up towards CT spawn, so they're going to double up in Donut. One's going to play big box, it looks like, one in A main, and then Alexi B sticking around the bomb at the site.
You've got to say, Navi are completely favored in this post plant, but Virtus.pro have extra seconds to play with thanks to having a kit. They deploy that smoke out, Bit at the big box. No kills yet for Bit, and he is taken out. Quick shot from VP, and they're into the site. This retake is on, and that defuse is being stuck. They're not lining it up. VP pull it through, and a fantastic retake. One single player dies in that initial engagement. Couple of exit kills towards the end, but it's VP.
A little bit later, Mir spots 3 now in middle. Well worth the damage taken from the nade, and gonna back away from that engagement. elige brought down very, very low. Flit comes over to join up with Mir.
And he decides to sit back, actually allow them to push a little deeper. If they want a B split, they've got to come into Jame. They've got to go into Flit. It's only one from Jame from the cubby, so Flit is now drawn between two positions. He calls his teammates to try and help, but elige nails the headshot. And now it's Flit, again, undetected. Not the cleanest spray. He's overwhelmed by elige on the flank, and it puts it all on Fame. And we know he's so good. We've seen it yesterday, but not this time. Not today.
Important to note, there's 2 rifles on the field to play for VP. Norbert dropped that M4 over to Flit, which can only get 1 kill. Then Norbert picks it back up.
Oh, that grenade did not go through the smoke. In fact, it landed on Navi players and did damage to soften them up in the P250. Manages 1. There was even a chance there for Fame to get another. And Bit is now coming out of A main with the rest of the Navi pounce as they want to try and get into the site. 30 seconds remaining in this round. Norbert pushes CT, catches a good time in a good position to remove Bit from this fight. And Navi are not getting into the site. Imma's in the clutch. James alone inside of Temple. And Imma certainly has the better weapon here. James is searching for a rifle. He's only got his knife out at the moment. He's going all the way back around towards CT spawn. There might be a better weapon on the ground, but Imma's solely considering the Temple. And Imma swings at the last second.
Nade blown open, utility out. They want to challenge. They don't want to let Mir sit comfortably on the ledge, and they won't. Imma gonna lead the way, and there's a perfect trade.
Yeah, second kill out for Imma in middle. The weakest.
And now they know his position.
Gun available on his team, and that grenade lands onto Wonderful. Important that Flit is now detected towards Cave. Navi can be aware of that, and Flit is sprinting back. Important kill going up against Bit. It's Jame that lands that one on the rotation with the AWP. And the bomb is now on the ground. Navi need to try and recover it to put it down. And those fights are now creating opportunities with the smokes for Norbert to get a kill on that MP9. And JL is thrust into a 1v3, getting spammed down through the smoke. Norbert peppers him up.
With only 2 HP, trying to come in towards Cave. Needed a little bit more to take James' attention elsewhere. Regardless, a really good take of middle. Just couldn't find the success after the fact. And Virtus.pro hustles on the rotation over to this bomb site. And it all gets shut down. Flit's feeling that as well. He's already shifted.
Now Flash goes in. That's pressure for Fame. Is he going to be able to handle it? Just 1 kill on that fight. Imma making sure that it's a quick reply. Flit this time. First rotator. First point of call for Virtus.pro. And Mira still at that big box. It's just Bit and JL trying to pull this round back. They've done very well so far. JL burning in the fire. Eventually eradicated. And now it's a 1v1. And Flit knows that Bit's right in front of him. Such limited time. You've got to go for the plant. And now it's running out. He's come off it, he needs the kill, and Flick gets around the corner, and the last second peek to the kill versus Bit is chaos, but it's VP up in the lead.
Sound like he's coming through the smoke, but this is all Flit. He just got here. Double kill in towards Donut, holding down the fort, and then outplays Bit as the last player.
Looking to stop Navi from getting early footing out mid. Flit held back inside of K, not allowed to push out because of that utility. Oh, grenade blasts open that smoke. It's one from Imma. Trade is instant from Fame again.
Where Flit rotated around to Donut so he can join up with Fame. He could play passively and watch the A-bomb site. That's going to be an easy frag as Alexi's throwing utility. Didn't expect the mid-round aggression.
And JL's making no secret about his run. Gets the gun out. Can't ready himself in time. So it is a 2v4 for Wonderful and Bit. They find themselves in the A-bomb site. Bit pushing deep into Temple could be the play that allows Navi to stay in this one. He's got to try and get a couple of kills to draw these numbers back. Jame is coming late. Out through CT. Norbert, goes down, but instant trade from Jame. Now just Wonderful left. A 1v3 for the Wonder Kid. Taps out towards Donut. Jumping into the side is Jane, now spotted at default. Now Wonderful, the pressure's completely on and he cannot handle it. He cracks behind the big box. We talked about this being the last chance for Navi to compete on Ancient. Well, it looks like that has gone out the window. Virtus.pro up. Smoke goes in towards CT spawn to try and signal more pressure there than is really happening. As Navi instead focus on this B bomb side attack and they run right into Norbert and Flit. And they've hung out the clothesline. They dry out a couple of these Navi players. And this T side completely dries up for Navi. Nothing left on Ancient. VP will be 1 map away from qualifying themselves for the Copenhagen Major. One shot rings out. It's not the kill that'll bring down Imma, but now they know exactly where he is.
Yeah, impossible situation for Imma. Now blocked off by utility just to make matters worse. Being flanked as well. It's just a matter of time, and you're dead on. In qualification for the major, Virtus.pro is one map closer. They take their own pick of Ancient emphatically, 13-9 behind a strong CT side.
Yeah, Virtus.pro looking fantastic moving forward. This could be huge for Imma, or it could be a disaster. And, well, it is a disaster. He's down to Norbert early. Navi at least have some information, but they're down a player and must make a rotation of that third player back.
Yeah, they've brought him over. I don't even know if they spotted the bomb. This is the next point of danger for VP's attack. Dooley's inside of Dark. Wonderful's going to go for a peek. Wrong time, but oh, he handles it perfectly. That's disgusting. And he can even build on more.
It's fantastic from Wonderful. Now from pillar to B main. He has his USP primed and ready, and plenty of teammates alongside him, but why not go for all 5 here, Wonderful? Break down this Virtus.pro attack, but Big comes in to steal one away.
Finds him up and knocks them all down. This is how it started. This is how it finished.
Wonderful.
Bang, bang, bang.
Now Wonderful has obviously been brought into this team to play in the stead of Simple. They've had enough of getting bombarded by utility. So Fame's up next. Imma is now drained of his utility supply, so it's all about rifles, it's all about fights. And Axibi is about to have one come his way. Fame dies at Dark. Norbert had to trade, and a second kill from Mir to the back of the platform. And now Imma detected, but Mir just jumps across in low HP as that bomb is taken out of his hands. Picked up again quickly by Norbert and Flitz on the flank at A.
Oh, I'm almost surprised he didn't go Canals to backstab towards Dark. He's put himself a long way out of the action. He's got to hustle to get back involved. Retake not yet sprung just yet, and he creeps ever closer.
Yeah, every second it ticks on allows Flit to get closer and closer to stop this from happening in the retake, but JL's got an important kill, but Flit's made it to the temple, and this could be the execution required for the retake, and it absolutely is. And it must push through B again. He's doing this pretty much every round, and this time he looks like he's gonna get a kill from it.
Yeah, he's found a real nice gap here. VP.
Oh, have a little look there. Okay, Mir at the window. Good night, pushed out of it.
And this is why you need a utility dump now at the A bomb site, because they're gonna stream in from that flank, and it's perfect.
Yeah, it's great from Bit. MP9.
Got to be careful though, Flit.
Oh, blinded.
Spotted, taken down to 33. An extra nade on top. Oh, but the ult missed its chance. That could have been beautiful for Navi. That could have been a 2-0 exchange.
And now it has to be a retake for Navi. JL's on the flank around B main. James is currently watching that, but will he be looking at the right place at the right time? And his teammates getting kills inside of the site certainly helps them as they look towards that flank. JL gets a headshot, draws James to look back, but it's a missed shot from the sniper. JL gets that second kill, and now it's all about the rifles inside of the site. Fame is at Dark. Mir dancing around the obelisk, and he's doing as much as he can with his AK-47, but Navi find the kills right towards the end, and this retake is perfect towards the end of this. The push A main has been spotted out, and they've also spotted the T player up in Rug, so Mir is the player that has to be the playmaker in this round. And Wonderful's about to check him. AWP, oh, it just doesn't get to the angle in time.
That's crazy. I mean, Alexi knows. Alexi's come all the way back to CT spawn to make sure they can double clear this, and they're hunting him down again. Mir might just dodge the timing, just barely somehow.
Now they don't know where he is. Like, they can clear our camera now and realize he's not in middle, so surely you put the dots together to figure out he's here, but still, Mir gets a kill somehow, and now the distraction is set up for it to come through Dark, and I don't know how Virtus.pro found the perfect pathway. All of the timing pays off.
Mir makes a play and a half, and that is just, Navi could never find him. They knew what had happened.
Scope up. JL pushing middle. Oh, they've got nades in hand. And JL doesn't take his kill. Instead, caught through the window. Big kill from Flit. Now Wonderful steps up to the mark. But Bit is going to call this. He hears the steps. He needs some help. Flashes come up. That blinds VP at the doorway. And Bit only gets one. But the rotation is so fast. But it doesn't even matter because Alexi is down without a single kill. So it falls to Wonderful. And there's 25 seconds left. Bomb not planted yet, but utility will allow it to come through. And VP are damaged goods, but it looks like leave this half ahead. Imma, oh, that play has worked out for him so many times, but this time it goes against him. The smoke clears to reveal his spot, and Imma is taken out. Wonderful. Oh, because of the angle missed shot. It's a wild peek that goes against Navi, so a 5v3. Yeah, he's going to lock up a kill here, surely. JL's at the back of the platform. Reload comes just as that smoke fades away. So it's all on Alexi B, and he doesn't have the weapon for the job. An AWP to look between two angles is a death sentence. Alexi B is shut out. Bits on the other side of the map, and it is all tied up. 5-5.
Bit's gonna try and keep this M4 in his hand. I think he was spotted. He's definitely known now, and Fame shuts it down. Good headshot. Over again, right?
Exactly.
Like, Navi kept it close, had a battle, was looking good early on in the early stages, and then VP just have so many different options they can switch into, and they're just gonna grind you down and find ways to win.
It's a big difference to your overall half.
Yeah, the half is really struggling to recover from it. From Dark being occupied, and now that they have that, they can challenge towards A main. This one, Wonderful, won't miss.
A lot of time still for VP to make a round happen here, and Imma's aggression into Dark is punished by Flit. The patience has paid off, and now they're splitting through B main. Alexi B is stuck behind the pillar, and he will be posted up by Flit. JL at the back of the platform, nothing extra for the Navi defense in the last round of the half falls on to Wonderful. It's still a decent CT side. 5-round CT side of Anubis is workable. We know how strong the T side can be, and Virtus.pro will be happy to leave the half ahead. If they round this corner, the USP is ready to strike. The flash was so important, but Fame gets back to it in time for a headshot. Flit is now second in defense, and Mira's dropped back. They apply pressure to Norbert. He'll drop into Temple. Bomb yet to commit forward for Navi.
They can't split the A bomb site with A main control in Virtus.pro's hands, and that's the bomb. So, it's elsewhere that Navi go. They run into Norbert, getting whittled down as they move around the map, and JL's just hustling, looking behind him. So scared of a peek, but they'll find a way into the B bomb site. They'll at least get a plant, but it's a disadvantaged post-plant situation. Virtus.pro on 3, plays against 2 for Navi.
2 through CT, and Flit has now started that flank through the canal. He's worried about a dark peek. He's just waiting until his teammates get closer from CT spawn. Virtus.pro, comfortable running the time down, but they can't let it run too low because of that very fact you mentioned, lack of kit. JL swings, important trade from Alexi B, and now it's all on Flit, who makes no secret about where he's coming from. Up through Dark, applies the pressure by sticking, or rather tapping that defuse, and Flit is not finding Alexi B, who is just running around the obelisk. This pistol goes Navi's way, and Alexi B does it in style.
Yeah, well done for Alexi. Huge, huge clutch in the 1v1. He had time on his side as well. It's essentially a 2v1 when you consider the clock. But well done from Navi, because Plan A got stalled out. Plan A got stopped in so many ways, and they still find the solution.
It's going to be an awkward fight. He's taking damage, and he's overrun. He's overwhelmed.
Thankfully, there's no defenders at this A bomb site. It's a full execute from Navi. Ooh, Alexi just looks away as well, so he's going to get pushed from behind also. He's tracking Mir, he's tracking the footsteps. Good headshot. One more is going to come, and that's a recovered Galil that dispatches Alexi. I still don't know if it's enough to make this retake doable. But they do have a player on the A main flank as well.
Yeah, they can make it expensive. Especially with that kill from Norbert, who now has a better weapon on the ground. It's a 2v4 suddenly. Wonderful and Bit must pull this off together, and now it's just Bit. Mac 10 at range with the flank from Flit. Disaster strikes for Navi.
And Virtus.pro just in sneaky positions. So little investment as well, no armor. Norbert was hiding in the heaven smoke that whole time. He's already got the big weapon. They're going for the boost that he's looking for.
Oh, he's got eyes on it. He's waiting for that head to round the corner. Will Imma go? 40 will. And he baits out the shot. Now they know the AWP is there, and Imma's still sticking around. Alexi B runs through the smoke. It's a chaotic opening inside of mid, and James is under pressure now with his AWP. Has to rely on the rifles, needs a shot of his own, and eventually will connect that onto Imma. James withstands the early pressure, but look at this. Through all that early chaos, through all that early mid attention, Bit's got through to the B bomb site, and James is not ready for this. Good night, James. A brilliant shot from Bit.
Well, all that attention is going down in mid, but he's not known for his AWPing, not known for it. And Flit's found some standing. Wonderful pops up, and Navi's got it right back.
If Mir can almost try and lure them into camera, oh, this could be absolutely devastating. 15 seconds, they have to commit into the A bomb site, and there's 4 Virtus.pro players waiting around the corner. Bit comes blistering through, but it's the time. It's the limiting factor. 7 seconds of it, not enough. And JL rounds this corner, and he is now not in a position to win this round. He has to stay alive, and they could kill him after the time. They're coming around the corner, and JL just about dodges that, but at the last second.
Coming through camera real quick on contact. There's the first, nails it.
Not a problem for James. He'll change up his positions towards the bricks. He's going to start stacking these kills up piece by piece. Second attempt does not connect. His teammates have made the rotation over. Navi stay committed to the A-bomb site, trying to use their final pieces of utility to a last-second ditch effort into it, the bomb site, but Mir is lined up too. Wonderful and Bit come back once again, but James, in back-to-back rounds, closes with an AWP wall bang. It's all about the timing here for Navi, whether or not they're able to crunch on this site and that grenade. It is brutal, but Flit has fallen. He's given him a couple of chances here, but now JL crosses and changes position. I think Virtus.pro haven't got those kills, and now with that kill from Imma, that should absolutely call the save. Getting players for the A split.
Look what they have left, though. Oh, nice shot from James. Clips him through the wall, but there's...
He's got such a good position to try and stop this from happening, and they run through main. 10 seconds left. Fame's still at the back of the cake. They have to get rid of him, and they have to start planting the bomb right now. Wonderful has just made it in time, and the bomb will be planted, but no winning this clutch. No way. It is Virtus.pro up to 12 rounds.
No answers now. Good shot from James, good kill. Bits clearing every other angle, and Navi can't find any of the critical kills to put this round into any point of success.
Plays on the other side of double doors, in cover currently. Spots wonderful, and sees a glimpse before Let fills his mouth. Camera smoked off. The A bomb site has been a problem, so why not try and split B instead? Norbert gets taken out by Alexi B. Punches from Navi, knocking out multiple players from Virtus.pro, and Flit is overrun. They've got the B bomb site, they avoid A, and they avoid defeat for at least another round.
Yeah, good luck, Flit. he heard one coming Temple, one coming from CT, and obviously B main was under a lot of pressure too. Senses the execute coming in, wants to be in position. Oh, and look at VP, this is great. Oh no, not so much. Norbert gets caught out by JL. He's been a beast in dark when he's got this position.
They have an open bomb site, but if they go back into the B site, they're going to have to deal with the rest of Virtus.pro. There's still a chance to close this one with James shot through dark. Flit lines up two in dark, and the bomb is down. And just like that, from hero to zero, Navi falls down to just 2 players. And VP have the advantage to close on this one, to go to the major. And for Jane, it'll be his 7th time heading to the major with Virtus.pro on his back. The former major champions will return for the first time since their victory in Rio. They fell on the path to Paris, but they charge into Copenhagen 3-0 out of the RMR.
And this is a good-looking VP team. This is fantastic. Good CT side, strong T side adaptations.